Hello, class 8. How are you all? So, kids, last time we studied about natural resources, yes, and we also had gone through coal, and I also explained story of coal, yes, all these things I have explained already. Okay, now first of all, we will revise all. Okay, we will revise all because revision is very important. Yes. So, first of all, we will see the topic classification of resources again. Okay. So, kids, you know that in the light of the availability of various resources in nature, natural resources can be broadly classified into two kinds. You know, kids, there are two type of resources. There are two type of resources: natural resources, artificial resources. Natural resources, artificial resources. And in your book, we will study about natural resources. So there are two kind of natural resources. Okay. So broadly we can classify it into two kinds. First is inexhaustible natural resources. Second is exhaustible natural resources. Okay, exhaustible natural resources and inexhaustible natural resources. So first topic is inexhaustible natural resource. So such resources which are present in limited quantity. No, unlimited quantity. Okay, sorry, such resources which are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted. Yes, they cannot disappear. You cannot remove them completely. They are available. They are available in huge amount. They are available in huge amount. So such resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature. Yes, such resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. Yes, they are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. For example, sunlight, air. So these are the example of inexhaustible natural resources. Sunlight. Can sunlight exhaust? No, sunlight cannot exhaust. Can air exhaust? No, air cannot exhaust completely. So these are inexhaustible natural resources. Even water, a lot of water is present on the earth. 70% of the earth is covered with water. That's why there are many animals, many insects, many plants, and many. Okay. Now let's see the next point. Exhaustible natural resources. Let's go on the next point. Okay, now we will study exhaustible natural resources. Yes. So exhaustible natural resources. The amount of these resources in nature is limited. Yes. The amount of these resources in nature is limited. They can be exhausted by human activities. Yes, they can be exhausted by human activities. Example of these resources are forest, wildlife, mineral, coal, petroleum, natural gas. Okay. So what are exhaustible natural resources, kids? So resources which are available in limited quantity. Yes, kids, they are available in limited quantity. They can become exhaustible anytime. Yes, you can completely destroy them. Yes, it means remove them by consuming and consuming and consuming. Okay. You know, kids, there are many animals which have exhausted. There are many plants. Yes, these are natural resources, but they are exhaustible. Yes. So the amount of these resources in nature is limited. Such resources are limited in quantity. Okay. And they are not likely to be, they are likely to be exhausted by human activity. They are likely to be exhausted by human activities. Such kind of resources are known as exhaustible natural resources. Okay. So, which are the example of natural resources, exhaustible natural resources? Yes, kids. Which are the example? Wildlife. Yes, all the animals, trees, they are which live in forest. They are exhaustible. Okay. Forests are also exhaustible. Minerals. Yes, minerals are available in fixed quantity, not in huge quantity. Okay. Coal is also available. Coal is a fossil. It available in a huge, not huge quantity, in fixed quantity. Petroleum, natural gas, all these are exhaustible natural resources. Okay. Now we will study about coal. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. Now we will study about coal. Okay. So coal, COL, coal. We know that in black in color. You know, kids. Actually, there are four type of coal. Yes, there are four type of coal: anthracite, lignite, bituminous, peat. Yes, these are the type of coal: peat, lignite, anthracite, bituminous. But they are not given in your book. Okay, nothing is written extra about anthracite, lignite, peat, bituminous. You can search on Google about them if you want to study. Okay. So, what is the color of coal? We know that coal is in black color, and we know that, as I told you, coal is fossil. Yes, coal is fossil, means dead remains of living organisms. Okay, and coal is as hard as stone. Yes, kids, coal is as hard as stone. Okay, and coal is black in color. Okay, coal is one of the fuel. Coal is one of the fuels used to cook food. Yes, coal is used to cook food. Yes, and we also use LPG to cook the food. Yes, LPG we feel methane, ethane gases actually make form LPG. Okay, liquefied petroleum gas, or you can say liquid petroleum gas. Okay, LPG. So earlier it was used in railway engine to produce steam to run the engine. Yes, if you have seen old picture like Sholay, then you might have seen that the railway engine actually drives because of steam which is produced from coal. So earlier it was used in railway engine to produce steam to run the engine. It is also used in thermal power plant. Yes, coal is also used in thermal power plant to produce electricity. Yes, electricity is produced using coal in thermal power plant. But the problem is lot of smoke release. Okay, there is the main problem. Pollution is main problem. Okay, coal is also a fuel used in various industries. Yes, it is used in various industries. Now let's see the story of coal, how it was generated. Okay, let's move to the next point. Okay, it's story of coal. Now we will study story of coal. Okay, so as you can see, about 300 million year ago, yes, about 300 million year ago, the earth had dense forest. Yes, earth had many forests in low-lying wetland areas. Due to natural process like flooding, these forests got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal, as coal contains many carbon. The slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is known as carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of dead vegetation, coal is also called a fossil fuel. So kids, this is the story of before 300 million year ago. Yes, once there was a coal. So the coal loved to walk here and there. One day flood came, earthquake came, the coal died. Yes, it means all the forest buried under the soil. Yes, all the forest buried under the soil, and then they covered with soil, and temperature start rising, and due to the temperature and pressure, what happens? Now all the dead vegetation means buried plants and animals, okay, they converted to coal. So then what happens? Slowly and slowly, after many years, they converted into fossil, means they become petrol, diesel like, okay. So under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got slowly converted to coal. His coal contains mainly carbon. So we can say the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is known as carbonization. What is carbonization? This slow process of conversion of coal into dead vegetation into coal is known as carbonization. Okay, because it was found from dead remains of vegetation. So we can say coal is fossil fuel because it is made from dead remains of vegetation. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now we will study the next topic. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. Before it, I want to ask you a question. What happens when we heat the coal? When does anything burn? What happens when we heat the coal? And when does anything burn? Anything burn in the presence of oxygen, in the presence of air. Okay, if air is not present, then you cannot burn anything. Okay, so we need oxygen to burn anything. Without air, nothing can be burned easily. Kids, it's true. So what happens when you heat the coal? We know that coal is fossil. Yes, kids. What is coal? Coal is a fossil fuel, means remains of dead vegetation. Yes. And we know that it was formed 300 million year ago. 300 million year ago. Million year ago. It's so long time, kids. Then kids, then what happened? So because of it, the coal converted because of flooding, earthquake. After many years, dead vegetation converted into coal. Okay, coal is fossil. So when coal is heated, then what happens? It produces smoke, carbon dioxide gas, and carbon dioxide is very harmful for our ozone layer. Yes, carbon dioxide gas is very harmful for ozone layer. Okay, coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar, coal gas. Yes, and kids, it is used coke. It is used to produce some important things. Yes, many important products: coke, coal tar, coal gas. Okay, so coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar, coal gas. I hope you understood. Now we will study about coke, coal tar, coal gas. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now we will study about the components of coal. So as I told you kids in previous class also, that when coal is heated in air, then what happens? Coal produce mainly carbon dioxide gas, and coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. Yes, coal is processed in industry to get some useful product such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. So coke is tough. Yes, this is hard. Okay, coal, because I already said the coal, COAL. Coal is as hard as stone. That's why coke will also be hard. Porous. Yes, there are some holes. That's why porous. Trace substance. Yes, it is black in color. Okay. It is not coke. I am not talking about cold drink. Cold drink we also call coke, but it is not. It is the form of carbon dioxide. It is the product of carbon dioxide. Coal. It is the product of coal. Okay, not carbon dioxide. Sorry, it is the product of coal. Coke is the product of coal. So coke is tough porous black substance. Coke is almost pure form of carbon. Yes, it is the pure form of carbon. Yes, remember kids, it is the purest form of carbon. Coke is used to manufacture in the steel. Yes, it is used in the manufacturing steel and the extraction of many metal. Extraction of many metal. If you want to take out many metal, extraction of metal is possible due to coke. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, coke, it is tough, porous, black substance. It is almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of the metal. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next point. Okay, it's coal tar. Now we will study about coal tar. So you know that coke, you already know, I already told you about coke, that coke is tough. Yes, it is tough, porous, black substance. It is almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metals. And if we talk about coal tar, so coal tar, when heated in air, coal burns. Yes, when you heat coal, then what happens? Coal burns. And we know that carbon dioxide will produce. Yes, we know already this one. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful product. Then we process coal in industry to get some useful products such as coal tar, coal gas. So about 200 substance products obtained from coal tar are used as starting material for manufacturing various substances used in everyday life. Yes, kids. About coal tar and coal gas, we know these are the products we get by processing in industry coal. Okay. About 200 substances, products obtained from coal tar are used as starting material for manufacturing various substances used in everyday life. Coal tar is also used to make road. Yes, you know kids, in the form of liquid. You already know. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, when heated in air, coal burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide gas. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. About 200 substances products obtained from the coal tar and used as starting material for manufacturing various substances used in everyday life. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay, now let's see some uses of coal tar. Okay, in an industry, coal tar is used for making synthetic dye. Yes, it is used to make dye, colors. You know, dye, artificial dye. Drugs. Yes, drugs, medicines. There are many medicines in which coal tar is used. Explosive. Yes, there are many explosives. Perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic material, roofing material, all these are made from coal tar. Yes, okay. So in industry, coal tar is used for making like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastic paints, photographic materials, roofing material, etc. Interestingly, naphthalene balls, yes, naphthalene balls, which are actually sublimate, okay, used to repel moths. Yes, you know, naphthalene balls used to repel moths. Yes, and other insects are also obtained from, and other insects. These are obtained from coal tar. Okay. These days, bitumen, a petroleum product. Bitumen is a product petroleum product is used in place of coal tar for metaling the road. You know, kids, as I already told you that for the metaling road coal tar is used, but nowadays which petroleum product are we using? Which petroleum product are we using? We are using bitumen, a petroleum product, for metaling the road. Okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. So kids, coal tar is used for making like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastic, pans, photographic materials, roofing materials. Interestingly, naphthalene balls used to repel moths and other insects are obtained from coal tar. These days, bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metaling the road. Okay, now let's move to the next point. Okay, it's now we will talk about coal gas, not Colgate. It is not Colgate. It is coal gas. Okay, coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. Okay, so you know how do we get coal gas? How do we get coal gas? When we were doing the processing of coke, when we are trying to get coke, that time we also get coal gas. Okay. So coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. It is used as a fuel in many industries. Yes. Remember kids, coal gas is used as a fuel in many industries. Coal gas is used as a fuel in many industries. Okay. Situated near the coal processing plants. Okay. These days bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metaling the roads. So I already told you that these days bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metaling the road. Yes, coal gas was used for street lighting for the first time in London in 1810. Yes, you know coal gas was used first time in London. Yes, in London, was used in 1810, 1810 for street lighting. Okay, and also it was used in New York around 1820. Okay, nowadays coal gas is used as source of heat rather than light. Yes, nowadays we don't use coal gas as a source of light, we use as a source of heat rather than light. Please write down, I am giving you few seconds. So kids, coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plant. These days, bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metaling the road. Coal gas was used in street lighting for the first time in London in 1810 and New York around 1820. Nowadays, it is used as a source of heat rather than light. Now let's go on the next point. Okay, it's now we will study about petroleum. Check this spelling of petroleum: Petroleum. Petroleum. You know that petrol is used as a fuel in light automobiles such as motorcycle, scooter, and car. Yes, you know, you already know petrol, uses of petrol. You know, petrol is used as a fuel. Yes, petrol is used as a fuel in light automobile, like motorcycle, scooter, car. Heavy motor vehicle like truck, tractor run on diesel. Yes, you know, heavy motor vehicle like heavy motor vehicle, truck, tractor runs on diesel. Petrol and diesel are obtained from the natural resources. Yes, petrol and diesel are obtained from the natural resources. Yes, they are fossil. They are fossil. Petrol and diesel are obtained from the natural resources called petroleum. Yes. We get petrol, diesel from petroleum. Okay. Do you know how petroleum is formed? How petroleum is formed? Yes. So petroleum was formed from the organism living in the sea. Yes. Petroleum was formed from the organism living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea. As these organisms die, their bodies settle at the bottom of the sea and got covered with layer, and their bodies covered with layer of sand and clay. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature, high pressure, the dead organ is converted into petroleum and natural gas. Yes. So petroleum was formed when organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, these bodies they settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with a layer of sand and clay. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature and pressure transformed the dead organisms into petroleum and natural gas. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope that you understood now. Let's move on the next point. So kids, now let's continue the same topic, petroleum. So as I told you kids that you know that petrol is used as a fuel in light automobiles such as motorcycle, scooter, car. Heavy motor vehicles like truck and tractor run on diesel. Petrol and diesel are obtained from natural resources called petroleum. Do you know how petroleum is formed? Petroleum was formed from organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with a layer of sandy and clay over millions of years. In the absence of air, due to high temperature and pressure, transforms the dead organisms into petroleum and natural resources. So it shows the deposits of petroleum and natural gas. You see that the layer containing petroleum and oil gas, it is above that of water. Yes. You can see in the picture clearly, kids, that oil and gas layer is just above the water layer. Yes. Yes, isn't it amazing? The layer of oil and gas is just above the layer of water. Yes. So it shows the deposit of petroleum and natural gas. You see that the layer containing petroleum, oil and gas is above that of water, is just above that of water. Why is it so? Recall that oil and gas are lighter than water and do not mix with it. Yes. You know why oil and gas layer are just above the water? Because they are lighter and they do not mix with water. Understood? Okay. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay, now kids, let's move on the next point. So kids, as you can see, petroleum, next topic, some important fact related to petroleum. Okay, some important fact related to petroleum. The world's first oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania. Okay, you know where was first oil well was drilled? Pennsylvania. Okay, the world's first oil well. First oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania. Okay, which is actually in USA. Okay, in 1859. In 1859, world's first oil well was drilled. Okay, USA in 1859. When? In 1859. Okay. 8 years later, then after 8 years later, in 1867, in 1860, oil well was struck at Makum in Assam. Yes. Then where was oil well was drilled after 8 years in Assam. Where in Assam? At Makum. Okay. Oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai, high and in the river basin of Godavari and Krishna. Yes. So where oil was drilled? In India. In India, oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai, okay, and in the river basin of Godavari and Krishna. Yes, in the river basin of Godavari and Krishna. I hope you understood. Now it's time to ask question from you. First of all, please write down this. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Okay, I hope that you understood petroleum. The world's first oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania, USA in 1859. Then 8 years later in 1869, oil was struck at Makum in Assam. In India, oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai, high pressure and in the river basin of Godavari and Krishna. Now, let's go on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. Question number 1. How was petroleum formed? So petroleum was formed from the organism living in the sea. Yes, petroleum was formed from the organism living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom. Their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with layer of the sand and clay. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature and pressure transformed the dead organism into petroleum and natural gases. Question number 2. Explain the different components of coal. So you know kids, there are many components of coal. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. As you can see, coke, it is a tough, porous and black substance. Yes, coke is a tough, porous and black substance. Okay, it is almost pure form of carbon. It is almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel. Yes, coke is used in the manufacture of steel and in the extraction of many metal. Yes, and coal tar, product obtained from coal tar are used as a starting material for manufacturing various substances used in everyday life. When coal is processed in industry, that time we get some useful products such as coke, coal tar, coal gas. So, if I talk about coal tar is when heated in air, coal burns, So, coal tar is used making like synthetic dye. Yes, coal tar is used making synthetic dye, drugs, explosive, perfume, plastic pens, photographic material, roofing material, many things. Okay. And these days bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metaling the roof. Yes, coal gas, if I talk about coal gas is obtained during the processing of coal to get coke. Okay, it is used as a fuel in many industries and situated near the coal processing plants. Okay, these days bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metaling the road. Coal gas was used in street lighting for the first time in London in 1810 and in New York around 1820. Nowadays it is used as a source of heat rather than light. Now we'll meet in next class. We'll continue the chapter. Till then, bye bye.